Your decisions will be based on clarity. You'll be less stressed. You'll be looking to go towards something rather than try and get away from something, and it'll be much more positive, and you'll have a much more positive life.
Hello, I'm Mike, and welcome to the channel. This is all going to be about the growing, developing, building of our Wellbeing Centre, and you're invited to join us on this journey. So at the moment we have nothing. We haven't got a building, there is nothing going on. I've got a Facebook page, that's it. So click and subscribe, hit the notification button and follow us on the journey. I'm going to be posting all the good stuff until the doors open. We're going to be running retreats in the UK, we're running retreats abroad. You'll have a look around that. And also it's fantastic because I'm going to be posting all the things that didn't quite go right, things I wish I'd done, what I've learned along the way, as well as all the good stuff. So if you're thinking of a business, there is no perfect time. You have to just go for it. What is it you're good at? What you want to do? Join me on the journey and find out. Much love, Mike.
Hello, and welcome to another Wellbeing Wednesday. So today we're really going to just cover a couple of things. What has happened, what the plans are, what may happen. So it's all very exciting. It's a bit like the news, isn't it? Oh, this happened today, and that may happen. But hopefully there won't be anything negative. So what has happened, I've had my first group meeting with for the Wellbeing Centre. The first group's a bunch of entrepreneurs and lovely people. We met physically. It's been a Zoom meeting for a while. We met physically, which was great, and there was a great energy in the room, and that obviously was socially distanced, and so everything was done as it was meant to. Whatever needed to happen happened, because the venue we was in was very tight on these controls. So it's brilliant. So getting together on Zoom is great. It's you know, we can't physically get together sometimes, but there's something about being physical in a room with people. I didn't mean it to sound like that. There's something about, I don't say a group of people being physical now, but there's something about the energy that flows when some like-minded people are together. It's very positive, it's very uplifting. And so what do? I have a very simple format which helps people to focus on what has happened this month, what they're focusing on this coming month, and how they want it to be at the end of the year. And so this week in the group meeting I talked about the power of intention. So the law of attraction, you know, is a very well known thing by lots of people. There's videos, there's books, there's, you know, all the stuff by the amazing Esther and Jerry Hicks, and check that out. That's absolutely amazing stuff. And so kudos to them, you know, and it's as an intuitive person, as an intuitive empath, as when I've been helping people, it's been very easy. Now in a group it's a different situation, but it's still hopefully helpful. And the thing about being in the room together, as I've already mentioned, the energy is amazing, it's uplifting, and we you know, it's a very, very positive experience. There was one member of the group that couldn't quite make it. Something happened at the last minute, but that is the nature of life, isn't it? Things crop up at the last minute, so what can you do? So that was the group meeting. Now, and the next group that I'm setting up, so that group is locked now. Those people, you know, I'm not bringing anybody else in that group because there's a great vibe, great atmosphere there. You know, it's a good community has developed over this period of time. And the next group I'm setting up will be the first Tuesday of each month. So why the first Tuesday? Easy to remember, the first Tuesday of every month. And what happens next? Then once a week we have a 15-minute phone call just to find out where you are, how things have been going, and help you to deal with anything that's cropped up that may be sticking or a problem for you that's preventing you from moving forward. So we cover that, and then you can move forward that week. And the following week, the phone call, and so forth. So there's a group Zoom meeting the first Tuesday of every month. This will be the new group. And then a 15-minute phone call just to see how things are getting along. And then if you choose then to come to any of the retreats that I'm organising, the big one will be in October 2021. in the Canaries. I'll be flying out and checking out some venues and stuff like that. The other stuff that's going on will be UK based. Weekend. I'm going to do a couple of one-day things. There'll be some weekend, and there'll be a week next year as well, which will be UK based. So if you're part of my group, you actually get 10% off all that stuff as well, and you get free access to the hidden part of the website, which has got workbooks and all this kind of wonderful things. Now, so that positive group will get to a certain number, and I'll lock that because it's a community. And we'll look at another day. It's a community, and I generally find that people come together and they hit it off. Now, I talk to people before they come on board and become part of a group, because you have to fit. So it's not like yours, send a check and you're in. It's not like that at all, because if it's like having a beautiful bowl of fruit, isn't it? And you go you think, oh, I don't want to throw this apple away, it's only a bit rotten. You put it in with a nice fruit, and the mold spreads everywhere. So I make sure that when we communicate, we have a chat, we go through some stuff. Are you a good fit for the group? And if you are, and all things working out, then brilliant. You can join the group. So the first Monday of each month, that's locked. You can't join out. The next month is going to be the first Tuesday, which is open at the moment. And again, when we come to the retreats and stuff like that, I would need to speak to people. If I would rather have 10 people at a retreat having a good time, people get on like-minded, or just really nice people, than have 12, 13, 14, 15 or 25 people at a retreat, and some of those are a bunch of nutters and they're just messing up everything for everybody. Because it's about helping you. What help do you need? It's helping you. It's like reaching out and helping you. So the group worked incredibly well. The next part now will be blended groups. So it'll be some people will be physically in a room and some people on Zoom, and that's going to work well as well. I won't be advertising that because obviously this is it'll be a paid thing. It's at the moment it's 50 quid a month for that, and that obviously includes all the stuff I talked about, and 10% off the retreats and stuff. So just one retreat will probably get you that money back, but it's everybody has the same outcome, and so this is the outcome I can guarantee you get. I can absolutely guarantee you this outcome if you carry through for the end of the year. Number one, you will be healthier mentally, physically, or emotionally, whatever's out of balance for you. You'll have much better relationships, your relationships with your spouse, your partner, if you're single, or if you bring someone into your life, much better relationships with your colleagues, the people you work with. If you own the company, the better relationships with the people who work with you. And more importantly, the better relationship with the people under your roof, the family. And so these relationships are absolutely, amazing. And so what happens next? What's the third thing? The third thing is you will make more money. And it doesn't sound very spiritual, does it, making more money? But your decisions will be based on clarity. You'll be less stressed. You'll be looking to go towards something rather than try and get away from something. And it'll be much more positive, and you'll have a much more positive life. And because of this, you'll actually make better decisions, and some of the other stuff will leave in your life that don't longer serving you, and you'll move on, and you will make more money. I have no exceptions to this. I've been doing this quite a long time. So that's just part of what can you get out. I'll be more specific, and I will be when I'm starting to adverts and things, but that's general. That's what happens. So the group's brilliant. That's happened, and I made a mistake. I didn't read something properly. And I was looking on Facebook, and part of my Facebook page, Wellbeing Centre Wales, is that I have an option for press a button and set up a shop. And so I've got these postcards that you saw in an earlier video, and so I was looking on that, I was going through some screens, and apparently the option of having Facebook take the money and then send it to you, so for all intents and purposes, they would be the online cash register, I don't know what the right term is, then they would, but that's only available in mainland USA. My other thought was Etsy. Actually producing these postcards, come up with the words, somebody put one of these things on Facebook, what do you want to be in school? Me, who's a poet, I want to be a poet. I'm dyslexic, I just get letters the wrong way around and struggle with all sorts of things, but I still want to be a poet because the words just flow from the heart. So what is it you'd like to do? And are you doing the, actually, it would be quite interesting, are you doing the thing that you thought you would be doing when you was in school? Are you doing that job? So I'd love to hear it. Put it in the comments. Put in the comments what you wanted to do when you was in school and what you're doing now. And do they marry up? Are they similar? So great if it is. Fantastic. I want to say thanks to the people who work in education. I just want to say, you know, teachers, you're doing a brilliant job. You're dealing with a lot of change and you're helping our children work their way through this change. Some will be stressed, some will be hassled, because there's a lot of pressure on our children to achieve a certain level, which will allow them to get A levels, and the A levels would allow them to choose the degree they want. And then the thought process is now you get the degree, then you can get the job that you want. So wherever you are, children, young adults, young people, I don't know what the term is, pupils, what students, whatever it is, wherever you are, I hope that this time for you is smooth sailing and go through. And if you are heading off to university, check out the blog that me and my daughter did, which is the Student Survival Guide, and I'll put a link down the bottom. So check that out. The other thing is, I just want to carry on with the teacher thanks thing. We should have a national buy your teacher a bottle of wine week, because I don't know any, well in fact that's not true, I do know one teacher that don't drink, but everybody else I know enjoys the occasional glass of wine. So you're doing a fantastic job. Lots of people are doing fantastic jobs in the community. I'm just focusing on one at the moment. You're doing a fantastic job of looking after our children. You're doing a fantastic job of helping them understand the changes, and we know that you are also coping with your work has totally turned upside down. Your classroom, what you can do in the classroom, if you're even allowed in your classroom, you might be in maybe the children are in one room and the teachers moving around. I know there's different things going on from the people I've spoken to lately. So whatever's going on, you're doing a fantastic job, and I just hope that, you know, you're getting a praise and recognition for all the stuff that you have to put up with at the moment. So I'm going to do a retreat just for teachers, and it'll be discounted. You'll be able to get a discount. I just need, you know, once you book in, just there'll be some way. I deal a lot with people who are in the education system. I'll find out how I can find out if people are proper teachers or not in education or whatever. But I'll discount it, because if I can help you to have less stress and more clarity in your life, if I can help you to, it's all about you. If you come on this time away, it's going to be probably going to be 2 days, so probably be a weekend. It may be 2 days in the half term, but I need to speak to some of the people I deal with just to say, look, you know, when would be the best time for this? And there'll be a small group, and it'll be like-minded, and it'll be a rest, a relaxation, and it'll be, this is how you cope. This is a well-being, this will be a well-being retreat. It'll be rest and relaxation, and then it'll be understanding how the best way to deal with changes, because you are at the forefront of the changes. Not only are you the forefront of the changes, you're at the forefront of helping our children who are going through a tremendous amount of change as well. So if I had a hat, I'd take it off to the teachers. In fact, I've got a hat over there. I might even put it on and take it off. No, I don't think I'll do that. So thank you. Thank you for getting this far in the video. And I'm going to put a few links down the bottom. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, because I need all the encouragement I can get. And I'll, so let's, next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is going to be really good, because next Wednesday I'm going to give you an insight into the groups and how it's affected people, and in a very positive way, and hopefully I can get some of that feedback. So take it easy, My name is Mike. Much love to you. Much love to you all. And tune in next Wednesday. Ta-da. Take it easy.